It is currently the best worst day of the week, and that is half off day. Today is always sheer total chaos. So let that chaos ensue. Pro tip number 1, find a cart in the middle of the parking lot because there will be no carts. Hello. Today I am going to go pick up my mom and we are going to do a full day of thrifting. Lately, I feel like I've seen a lot of people visiting Las Vegas and going to different thrift stores, and it's kind of been a little funny to see the different locations that they're checking out because I'm like, whoa, where's that? What? You know, I just like exist in my own little bubble and I need to get out of that bubble and I need to go explore. So that is on the agenda today. Let's head out. You would think I would clean all that up before I show this, but today is time sensitive. I need to get out the door, but I just wanted to show you guys what I'm wearing. Found these Wrangler jeans earlier this week. They're vintage, super cute. They kind of remind me of the Kendall Jenner jeans that she was just wearing recently. It was such a cute outfit, and I'm going to actually attempt to try and recreate it. Maybe that's what I'll look for today. So yeah, colorful sweaters. There we go. That's on the list. These are going in the back seat because I just know these are gonna be wildly uncomfortable by the end of the day. Picked up my mom, and before we go thrifting, we are heading into Daiso. If you guys remember, I used to live right down the street from a Daiso in LA. I kind of have butterflies in my stomach a little bit because I am so excited to go to this place. They're a $1.50 store that started in Japan. It's just like the cutest little stuff, and I'm so excited. But the most important part is they have honey butter chips, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna be upset if they don't have honey butter chips, but they should. So that's my mom. Hi. We're gonna head in right now, see what we can find. Where you wanna go? I think if they did have honey butter chips, they are gone. Oh, this is heartbreaking.
What you looking for?
I gotta get the impulse buy. I just want to look at shoes. But now I want this. What does Marshalls have against people with size 5 feet? just don't know if it's real. How would you know? I mean, I could do the research on it right now, but think I'm just gonna get it because honestly, if it's fake, I kind of want it for myself. It's a good color. Does it wash me out though? I feel like on camera it's kind of washing me out.
Make your eyes look nice.
They definitely priced these up. They want $12.99 and $15.99 for it. But that seems like a pretty solid deal considering this is like exactly what I'm looking for. Sheer tops. This, no, it's kind of pajama-y. But I kind of want to challenge myself. Oh, does it? Oh, yeah. Oh, mom to the rescue. Well, saved me $9. Interesting, interesting. They're definitely no honey butter chips, but still pretty good. I can't complain. They're just saltier than honey butter chips. Honey butter chips are like sweet and savory. These are salty, but I mean, hey, next best thing, right? Okay, hello. This is actually a little bit bigger haul. I think a couple of the items I'm still debating on if I want to keep them or not, but honestly, I think there are a few pieces that I probably will end up selling. Okay, first up, I know you're always supposed to save the best for last, but honestly, I'm gonna start with this one because it is my absolute favorite. I could not believe I found this bag. This was at half off day at Savers. Oof. That's a mouthful. It is a vintage Dooney and Burke. I'm not a pro by any means with vintage Dooney and Burke, but the leather is just substantial. It is good leather. Normally they'll have the little serial number on the inside connected to the tag, but I couldn't find that anywhere in this bag. So that did leave me a little concerned. I mean, the leather quality on it though alone, I'm like, even though if it is fake, I'm like, okay, that's a good fake. Next up, this is not a brand that I would normally seek out at the thrift store. It is the brand Antonio Milani, which is just a mall brand, classic workwear, career wear, that kind of thing. When I saw the color tone on this, I knew instantly, wha-bam! This burnt orange trouser pant thing going on that I am still obsessed with. I can't stop talking about Chloe, you guys. I just can't. Now that I have these trouser pants back in my life, I can finally start to make those Chloe vibes happen. And even though it's very like autumn, fall time vibes, the color, you know, it's a good color story. It all just comes together so perfectly and we love that. We all need excuses to dress up these days, and I feel like that outfit, I will look for a reason to wear that. Normally, I feel like I channel my inner Carrie Bradshaw vibes. I feel like anybody who grew up in the 90s and early 2000s and had Sex and the City as like an influence, that's just who you lean toward. You either identify with Carrie, you know, whatever character you identify with. I don't identify as a Charlotte personally. I'm not type A. I don't think type A is a bad thing. I actually think it's a really good quality to have. This outfit gives me very Charlotte type A vibes. This is definitely a skirt that if it wasn't vintage, I don't think I would pick up. When I saw these tags, I instantly knew I was going to have to add this to my collection. It is vintage Neiman Marcus. I've honestly never seen this tag before, but it just looks so fancy. And I'm like, this retailed originally probably for like $200 or $300. I would not be surprised. It just has the built-in pleats. And at first I actually thought that I was gonna have to get it dry cleaned because I was like, ooh, I don't wanna ruin the pleats on it. But it actually says don't dry clean. Quality on this though, it just, you know, the only thing that it's missing though is pockets. Man, if it had pockets, it would be the perfect skirt, but it does lack pockets. The other piece that I decided to pick up was actually a home decor piece. So I saw this piece earlier in the week and I was debating on it. It was priced at like, I wanna say $9.99. I kept going back and forth. I mean, she's cute. There's like something drawing me in, like something caught my attention about it. And then it was still there on half off day. And the more I started thinking about it, my friend Hope, Brax to Riches, shout out to Hope, She actually gifted me a planner this year for Christmas, and it was just one of the most thoughtful gifts ever because Lord knows, here we go, I'm talking about type A again. I really struggle a lot with keeping a very structured life. Again, type A is just not my personality, although I aspire to be like that. The more I looked at this girl, I was like, oh, she's writing in her planner. She's doing her daily routine. That instantly just made me feel like I have to add her to my little collection. She's gonna motivate me to write in my planner. She's the lady that writes in the planner right next to me while I write in my planner. And it's been great. We got a great friendship going on. Okay, so that was all for half off day. Next up was my trip to the Goodwill with my mom. I was really skeptical of that store at first, but the more and more I kept looking around, I was like, oh yeah, this is a good location. And I'll get into why in a little bit. First up, you guys saw the BB tops that I picked up. I would not have picked these up if the tags weren't like super vintage, but I mean, this is OG BB days. Is it BB? Bebe, I feel like I'm saying it wrong. This one though, I can't see myself wearing. So this one will definitely be going into the shop. This top, bottom hem detail, it just, oh, it's so good. And it's that sheer mesh that I'm constantly looking for these days. This with a pair of biker shorts during the summer or something like that. Oh, so good. I see stuff like that and I think I can do Y2K. That motivates me. Some of the other stuff, it's the short stuff, it's the mini stuff. I don't know, this might be kind of controversial to talk about, but I feel like it's worth being said. I feel like when I was younger, you know, when the 2000s were going on, I was in my teenage / early 20s. I definitely dressed not for myself. I dressed for attention, which is natural. I feel like we all go through those phases. Now that I'm in my 30s, I dress for myself. I dress to impress myself. And that's really how I view fashion now. And so I think my relationship with the early 2000s fashion, I just look at it as not clothes that I personally ever felt comfortable in. And that's not to say that somebody else doesn't feel comfortable in it. So I'm not trying to take away that, because if you identify with that style of fashion and that's how you find your confidence, I think you should wear that stuff. I just think for me personally, I found what I'm most confident in and what I'm most comfortable in. So I think that's where I struggle with the early 2000s. Wow, that's a lot to unpack. Thanks for the therapy session, you guys. Moral of the story is my 30s, an awakening to how I enjoy dressing. Okay, next up, I don't know if this color is gonna show up. At the beginning of the video, I went out hoping to find the Kendall Jenner set that I had seen on Instagram, and I did not find any colorful sweaters, so I really failed in that category. However, I did feel like this top, I don't know, it just screams that 90s supermodel, kind of just relaxed, especially with the Wrangler jeans that I'm wearing. Okay, last but not least, the piece that I should be selling, but I will probably keep for myself, the Comme des Garçons. And I do love that when I was trying this out, my niece actually helped me quite a bit with some of the styling. Does this look weird, kind of split open like this?
Yeah, kinda.
A little bit. It's like such a good cardigan, but I don't, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe tucked in.
That
Oh,
looks good.
okay. Got the approval. Shout out to my niece for helping me figure that whole look out. And just a heads up, as far as the tags go, I actually could not find anything that indicated this was fake. By all accounts, it looks very real. I basically just compared the tag to a bunch of eBay listings just to make sure, and I mean, everything checks off. The stitching, the tag, like the printing on the tag, everything. Okay, you guys, that is it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.